name is Karl, PhD in clinical psychology, professor of psychology here at Blackburn.
My name is Allison Newman. I'm a senior here at Blackburn College.
I'm Amber. I am a student at Blackburn.
My name is Jen Kimber. I am a recent graduate from Blackburn College, currently a staff member in an institutional research office, and a member of the Faith and Therapy Research Lab.
That lab, I'm a big fan of acronyms, stands for Faith and Therapy. So one thing that I noticed when I was, even as a graduate student, was that I was getting tons of training in all sorts of different areas, but one thing I wasn't really getting much in was faith-related stuff. In fact, most of the professors I had, when we talk about faith-related therapy or how to address faith in therapy, a lot of them wouldn't say just don't. Instead, just kind of only focus on the specific symptoms, and very few of those symptoms have anything to do with faith. So when I finally got to the point where I was like, all right, I want to get some training in this, is when I was applying for internships. And in that process, I got into an internship that quote-unquote specialized in faith-related training, and I was really excited to get that kind of training. But even though when I finally got there, I realized they didn't really have a good idea what it meant either. Yeah, there were tons of books and things like that published on it, but nobody really knew. So the idea behind the lab that we're trying to really promote and trying to make it a good thing for students to be involved in is the idea that we don't have a good idea what faith and therapy actually is, and whether or not it's actually something we should even be addressing in therapy effectively. So we're going to be investigating those sorts of questions towards the goal of eventually possibly coming up with some form of evidence-based or even empirically supported treatment for faith-related types of issues.
I joined FIT originally to get some research experience and to learn the ins and outs of doing research, real research, with a faculty member who had actually had experience doing that as well.
Personally, I joined Faith and Therapy because, well, for one, it was one of the very few research opportunities here on Blackburn campus, and I felt like that was something extremely valuable, primarily because I'm interested in going on to grad school, and research is something that they look forward to, and I was pretty close to the professor and the other students involved, so I thought it'd be a positive experience.
I just wanted to be there and to learn and to gain knowledge and that perspective and experience going into upperclassmen years.
So overall, my experiences with FIT was extremely beneficial in that it took research which seemed like this giant daunting monster and turned into something that was understandable and that we could walk through together step by step.
The experiences that I had with FIT were varied. Everything from the day-to-day, learning how to clean data and look at information from different variables, to presenting at international conferences in Chicago.
Presenting was very nerve-wracking. Blackburn was the only undergrad at the international conference, so everyone else was in grad school, and I was the only underclassman freshman, so I was even more, I was so nervous.
The experience itself was phenomenal. We got to network with a lot of people that we might not otherwise have had an opportunity to meet, as well as presenting our own research at a conference where undergraduates were definitely less than common.
Honestly, I think that was my favorite part about the whole thing, is the presentation and being able to go together, be a part of our cohort, represent Blackburn, and even though it was really uncomfortable and kind of hard to do, afterwards, I felt like I had just grown so much in that weekend that I can't even put a measure on it.
This student is a freshman in undergrad, and she's had an amazing presentation along with her college, and I was recognized in that aspect. And that was really great. And there was some grad schools that were trying to recruit me. I was like, I'm a freshman. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah. When
I was again an undergraduate, trying to think about, okay, I want to get into graduate school. I want to get into a doctoral program. I had very limited access to my professors. I had to seek it out. I had to take the steps necessary to get into the research labs, because I realized when I was looking on the internet and talking to other people, one of the few ways you can actually get into a doctoral program is to do research. Something I wanted to have for Blackburn students specifically was the capabilities of having some sort of experience that would further their goals. Because if we don't have it, if we don't have a research lab, then students are probably going to get into graduate schools.
I have career goals that require research, a very good knowledge of research. As a student, an undergraduate student, I never would have expected to get that level of experience. I actually was able to, through the lab and by working with Dr. Karl, presented research for 3 different projects in the 2 years that I was a student here. That experience is invaluable.
FIT really creates a way so that way not only are we getting experience in our work field, but also for psych majors and other students who are interested in potentially doing research or grad school later can still get that extra leg up.
I would love to grow, to get more of our psychology majors who are interested in going to graduate school into my lab or Dr. Danker's lab, working on projects collaboratively. But in addition to that, the research is also important as well, trying to make sure not just the students are getting the experiences that we've had so far, like going to a conference and presenting original research, but also publishing papers and making it so that Blackburn kind of has a name for itself. And even the lab has a name for itself to be able to provide quality research on specifically faith and therapy or other associated kinds of topics. So we'll see what might happen there. I mean, if we had like 30 people suddenly in a lab, then that might be a little bit much, but at the same time, kind of bring it on.